craving is not loud. It doesn't always show up as texts, calls, or confessions. In fact, the strongest desire often hides behind distance, silence, and restraint. Because craving makes people vulnerable. And vulnerability threatens control. So instead of chasing, many people suppress desire. And it leaks out through behavior, body language, and psychological patterns. This video is not about fantasy. It's about what psychology reveals when words stay quiet. First, an important psychological truth. People rarely crave who chases them. They crave what challenges their emotional control. What feels scarce but meaningful. What activates their attachment system without overwhelming it. Craving is not about need. It's about emotional tension. And emotional tension leaves signs. Hidden sign number 1, they monitor you more than they admit. Craving begins with attention. If someone secretly craves you, their mind orients toward you, even when they try to act indifferent. This often appears as watching your stories without reacting, remembering small details about you, asking indirect questions through others, noticing changes in your mood, tone, or behavior. They may not reach out, but mentally, they stay connected. Psychologically, attention follows desire. Even avoidance is a form of focus. Why this happens? The brain is wired to track what feels emotionally significant. Craving creates a loop. Thought, curiosity, emotional recall, attention. If you were insignificant, their mind would move on. It doesn't. Hidden sign number 2, they act hot and cold around you. Hot and cold behavior is not confusion. It's conflict. Craving pulls them closer. Fear pushes them away. This creates moments of warmth followed by withdrawal. Deep eye contact, then distance. Emotional openness, then shutdown. This push-pull is a hallmark of suppressed desire. They feel something strong, but don't trust themselves to handle it. The psychology behind it. Desire activates vulnerability. For people with avoidant or emotionally guarded tendencies, vulnerability feels unsafe. So they regulate desire by pulling away. The craving doesn't disappear. It just goes underground. Hidden sign number 3, they react emotionally to your detachment. Nothing exposes craving faster than your emotional absence. When you stop explaining, chasing, seeking reassurance, their emotional system reacts. You may notice sudden curiosity, subtle jealousy, mood shifts, increased attention. Indifference hurts more than rejection, because it removes emotional relevance. Craving fears being forgotten. Hidden sign number 4, they try to maintain emotional access without commitment. Someone who craves you but fears attachment will try to stay emotionally connected without fully showing up. This can look like deep conversations without consistency, emotional sharing without clarity, support without commitment. They want the emotional bond, but resist the responsibility that comes with it. That contradiction is not accidental. It's desire fighting self-protection. Hidden sign number 5, they feel threatened by your independence. Craving intensifies when they sense they are losing emotional influence. When you become calmer, more self-contained, less reactive, their ego notices. They may ask subtle questions about your life, seek reassurance without asking directly, feel uneasy about your growth. Independence disrupts emotional control, and craving often awakens when control weakens. Hidden sign number 6, their body language gives them away. The body often reveals what the mind tries to hide. Common signs include prolonged eye contact, mirroring your movements, leaning in subconsciously, nervous gestures around you. Desire activates the nervous system. Even when words stay neutral, the body responds honestly. Hidden sign number 7, they remember you during emotional lows. This is one of the deepest signs. When someone secretly craves you, their mind returns to you during stress, loneliness, emotional overwhelm, moments of self-doubt. Why? Because the brain associates you with emotional safety, regulation, familiar comfort. Craving often surfaces when defenses are down. Why they don't admit it? Craving threatens identity. Admitting desire means risk, vulnerability, loss of control, possible rejection. So instead, people rationalize, delay, suppress, avoid clarity. But suppression does not erase desire. It distorts it. The role of attachment styles. In attachment psychology, anxious types crave openly. Avoidant types crave silently. Secure types express desire calmly. Most hidden craving comes from avoidant or emotionally conflicted individuals. They feel deeply, but act cautiously. Why craving feels stronger in silence? Silence creates space. Space amplifies imagination. The brain fills gaps with emotional memory and fantasy. That's why Absence intensifies feelings. Detachment increases attraction. Silence creates emotional echo. Craving grows where access is limited. Important warning. Craving does not equal readiness. Someone can crave you deeply and still be unable to love you healthily. Desire without emotional capacity leads to confusion, mixed signals, repeated cycles. Understanding craving helps you see clearly, not wait blindly. The strongest indicator of all. The biggest sign is not what they do. It's how you feel calmer when you stop trying. When you detach, clarity returns. And clarity reveals who is emotionally aligned. And who is only emotionally conflicted. Insight. People don't crave what they control. They crave what challenges their emotional balance. They crave what feels meaningful but not guaranteed. They crave what makes them feel alive, without making them feel powerless. If this helped you understand hidden desire, subscribe for psychology that deepens awareness, not confusion. And share this with someone who keeps questioning mixed signals.